You get going?
Nope, just me today.
Okay, great. Um, as you know, I need to read through our hearing script before we get into it. So I'm going to do that now and then we'll begin. So this is the April 9th, 2025 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the zoning hearing examiner for the city. I'll be presiding over the hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20250023. That's 954 East McMillan Street. Purpose of the hearing is to allow applicants and any other parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any other party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. If there were anyone here from the public, they would have an opportunity to present after the applicant had presented its case. If Trey joins us here today, I'll give him an opportunity to provide any testimony if he would like. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to this application, the applicant will have an opportunity to respond to that testimony offered in opposition. And then finally, the applicant will have an opportunity to make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. All right, let's go ahead and get you sworn in. If you could raise your right hand for me. You swear or affirm that the testimony you shall provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, great. Um, let's see. Yeah, if you're ready, Alex, you can go ahead and tell me about the project and why this should be approved.
So ETC produce, going in there on East McMillan.
Yep.
We're asking for three variances. One numerical variance for a second wall sign where code only allows for one. And then we are asking for a locational variance for the sign to face a non or to be on a non-street facing wall, and then a dimensional variance for 18 square feet. Um, Basically, we think this is in the public interest of the community. Uh, when Kroger closed that store down there, it really left a food desert, and that's something that's a big concern and has been a big hot topic in the city. Um, so it will help to alleviate that. There are some unique site conditions that have come along with this Paramount redevelopment. The large parking lot. So one of the reasons why ETC wanted to go with a wall sign is to opposed to a blade sign or a plaque is because the farthest parking spot from the wall is about 305 feet. So you've got, especially in the fall and winter when it's darker, a larger sign. It's going to be easier to see, and this is a new development. Um, and it's going to bring more business if people are frequenting ETC. It brings more business to the whole development. So I think it's good for the community as a whole. And really, we're asking for an additional 18 square feet. I mean, I would say that's fairly minimal as opposed to what that wall could hold. But
Yeah, could you tell
other,
me more about the whole sign package for the building, or at least for ETC? Because I understand this is to install, is it two wall signs on non-street frontage
so
facing
it
the
would
parking lot?
it would be one. There are two signs that we have. One that the permit's already been approved on the south elevation facing McMillan. This sign that is needing zoning relief is on the north elevation facing the parking lot.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
No, that's all right.
just so we can like both look at something together. So this is the proposed sign for today, right?
Yes, that's correct. That's
The
the
location.
yes, right about where that is. It may be a little bit to the left, but it's on that wall
Okay.
in their tenant space.
And you already have one on this elevation for ETC,
And that
or
is
already been
correct.
approved. Okay,
Yes, don't believe it's been installed yet.
got it. And this is a sort of a drawing of what the proposed sign uh, here will look like, right?
And that is correct.
Okay, got it. And what are the dimensions of the actual sign? 18 square feet, is that right?
Yeah, it is 18 square feet. Let me pull up the permit set real quick. So it's 164 inches by 15 inches.
Okay, got it. And will that be the only sign on the north facade?
For ETC, yes. We don't, or at least I have not had anything come past my desk for anything else on this development. Um, but there, I mean, there is the window if you can see like the decals, but I mean that I would can almost guarantee that would be blocked by any car taller than a sedan if parked that in the parking lot.
Got it. Is that on the south side?
No, that's on the north side.
North
It's
side.
it's to the left of the like to the sign. There's two doors,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's more for delivery marketing.
Yeah,
It's not a public entrance.
I see that. Okay. Is this the only commercial space in that new building, or are there other commercial spaces?
I believe it. Now I've not seen the other side. I've not made my way past this, which is so close. I don't really have an excuse for that. But um, as far as I know, it's going to be mirrored. So I believe there's going to be another space on the side. It also may be the leasing office over there.
Okay.
Google
So if there
Maps isn't
isn't,
updated.
yeah, go on Google, I'm just seeing it. It still looks like very much under construction
Yeah.
here. Okay, so if there is another commercial space, this will probably set a precedent that will allow them similar signage, or could potentially. Uh, but
My only rebuttal to that would be each request should be judged on its own merits.
yeah, you read one of my decisions before. Um,
I've done a few of
so
these.
yeah, okay, and this is not internally illuminated, or is it?
My computer, I believe it is, something's telling me it's non-illuminated.
It says installed. It looks like the staff report says an illuminated channel letter wall sign.
And then it
But
is probably illuminated. I'm gonna go ahead and say for the record, it is illuminated because 9 out of 10 times they're internally illuminated channel letters that we do. So
okay. And let's see, will that illumination reach any nearby residential properties? Just looking around here.
yeah, it
So,
is
I mean, do you think
illuminated.
that'll cause any adverse impacts for the residential properties along
I
Wayne or
don't.
Taft? Looks like there's some balconies up front. They're gonna front that parking lot.
I mean, will they be able to see the light? Yes, but I mean, it's going to be drowned out by any light in the parking lot. I mean, street lights. It will be absolutely no brighter than that. So, I mean, if they don't have a problem with street lights, they won't have a problem with this.
All right. Anything else you wanted to say about the project or tell me about here?
Uh, One of the things and one of the reasons why this signage is so important to ETC is that they're not a national chain, and we know who, we've got the grocery powerhouse located in Cincinnati, and I mean, really, they don't have that bottomless budget that these national chains have. So a wall sign, I mean, generally is a one-time expense. It's not a recurring, radio advertisement, TV advertisements. So it really helps a small business use their budget more efficiently. And I think that this area lends itself towards small business. And I think it's just a good way to help, like I said, eliminate the issue of the food desert and provide a needed service for the community.
Um, all right, I think we can leave it at that. I've had a chance to review the application materials and the staff report. Based on that, and the testimony here today, I agree. I think it would be impractical to strictly enforce the zoning code to this application. I mean, this is going to be facing a parking lot that is going to be serving the store itself. I think it makes a lot of sense for a commercial space to have that identification of where the grocer is. And so again, based on that, I think I don't think that the particular regulation that we're talking about right here applies very practically to this particular layout and this development. So I'm going to approve the application. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision, as you know. As soon as I finish that, I'll send it to you in a PDF via email, and when Trey will be on that as well, and he'll be able to approve the zoning permit at that point, and you'll be able to take the next steps. Any
All
questions
right.
on any of that?
No, sir. Appreciate your time.
No problem. Good luck with the project.
All
See you
right.
next
Thank you, sir.
time.
You have a great